What are we on? We're on number 11, I do believe.
Yeah.
We're doing a double.
Oh, geez. Well, that's going to ruin the top 10.
It might ruin the whole top 10. Maybe I shouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it because there are two guys that I've been around a bunch over the last 2 to 3 years. And in one guy's case, 7 years. 7 years of college football as he gray-shirted down there in Corvallis. But I'm gonna take these two on together. Joshua Gray, offensive tackle, offensive guard, Oregon State. Jonah Savaiinaea, offensive tackle, offensive guard, Arizona. So two West Coast guys. We asked Daniel Jeremiah yesterday, asked him about some of the foot speed and quickness and just kind of fits with a Clint Kubiak kind of system. And I had Joshua Gray on my perimeter here, on my board, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to add him with Big Jonah. They call him Big Jonah down in Tucson. Here was Daniel Jeremiah talking about Joshua Gray just quickly with us yesterday.
Other guys, I know he doesn't have length, which worries some people, but again, probably fourth round, Joshua Gray from Oregon State is someone who can really move, has got excellent quickness. Is a good football player. Again, you're just trying to get around the length.
You know what you want, Salt? DJ said yesterday to us, you want those because you were talking about all these $100,000 Pintos and old homes in La Jolla and Del Mar you can't afford. And he was like, well, there's condos coming. And the condos could be two guys right here in Joshua Gray and Jonah, Big Jonah. So Gray is a seventh-year guy, kind of a developmental guy down there at Oregon State, like so many have been. And by the way, they've turned out some pretty good pro football players too. But Jonah's 6'5", 300 pounds. So the length that Daniel was talking about, it's those length of the arms again. Doggone it. The length of the arms, just not long enough to play tackle. Only 30 would be fine as a quarterback, 31 3/8 inches. That's not fine at tackle. And it's why, kind of like Jonah Monheim, when I told you about Jonah, what did Jonah do at USC? Jonah went in the whale's mouth and came out and said, I gotta be a center. I'm not going to be able to play tackle in the NFL. Even though I started a tackle at USC for a bunch of years, let me slide in and play center. You know what Josh did after starting a tackle and being second team all-conference, second team all-conference, second team all-conference? Like a great player. In fact, set the school record with 56 career starts. 56 career starts. The two-time captain down there in Corvallis, he slid from left tackle to left guard and was he's just a good football player. You know what I want? I want a good football player. Anthony Bradford at LSU was not always a good football player. Huge man, huge traits, but not always a great football player, and certainly didn't play 56 games at a three-time all-conference level for year after year after year after year. So Joshua Gray is that kind of guy. Now, Big Jonah's a little polarizing down in Tucson, Salt. He's not, I don't think he is a tackle at the NFL level. So he was, again, left tackle, right tackle, slid in a little bit at the combine, played some guard. He is a massive guy. He looks bigger than 6'4", 324. He's one of those that just looks like he blocks out the whole door because proportionally, he's exactly what you want. There just are not many guys that, like he's Dwayne Brown, 6'4", 325, and an athlete. Ran 4.95 at the combine at that kind of size. Also a captain of that team down there, beloved by his teammates. They all call him Big Jonah. Bad team. Arizona really struggled in the absence of Jed Fish. Really struggled. He played really good ball for Jed. So did the other tackle who's in the NFL, I think starting for the Green Bay Packers. So Big Jonah, phenomenal athlete. Another guy, now he's probably second round because he's got tackle guard versatility. He does have length. He does have 34-inch arms. It's some of the mirror and the footwork and maybe just the finishing ability that's a question. But you want like hey man, give me two good condos. Can I get a condo on Lake Washington? Can I just get a really nice player? These are two really nice interior offensive linemen.
Where does Gray go?
Third or fourth round.
Okay.
Third or fourth
round. So you
round.
got a third, fourth round guard, and maybe
and then
a second round guard.
Yes. And you add both those guys to this mix, you know what they would look like? Salk would be out there, rookie minicamp, and he'd go, golly.
Sounds good.
Abe Lucas is a really good-looking athlete and a massive guy. How is he a third rounder? And oh, by the way, all conference, starter. Are you kind of getting the vibe for what I'm doing in these draft profiles this year? I'm finding guys that were not one-year wonders. These guys have played a ton of football. And I think medically are pretty darn clean as well, which is kind of an important component of this as you get closer and closer. But yeah, these are two just, you'd watch them move, you'd watch them and you'd say, How are they that athletic at that size?
All right, give the two names again so people know the two guys you're
Joshua
talking
Gray, offensive guard, Oregon State, been an absolute stud in the conference forever, and Big Jonah. Big Jonah down there in Tucson, second-round pick, third, fourth-round pick, just kind of guys that are athletic and move and got great strength and things that you would love in this kind of system.
Sounds good. That is Brock's profile for today. We got 10 left to go for each of the next 2 weeks leading up eventually to the draft. How about that?
And a bunch of first-rounders to be. I'm kind
Good.
of like John. You know, John starts fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh rounders. We knock a lot of these out. Big Jonah today is probably the highest guy to be drafted yet. He's going to likely be in the second round. Top 10, we start to get to mostly first and second rounders.
All right.